air will come in, there you have your valve plate there. Your air will come, your gas will come into your valve plate, get sucked in, and there's your conrod, your piston there. This piston is here. Okay, doing that. Okay. When it pumps out into this little pipe here. Okay, so this is your high side pipe. The whole chamber, this whole chamber here is your low side. Okay, but it pumps out into your high side here, which is this pipe if it wasn't broken. Okay, which now if you look at it down there, okay, it's this pipe here is your delivery. This pipe here that is getting hot. Okay, so that's your delivery. Okay, now ignore these two pipes. Okay, you see 1, 2, 3 pipes. Okay, now we know where the one pipe goes. That's your delivery. Where does this pipe go? Okay, it goes in and it goes into the sidewall there. You see, it doesn't go any further than there.
Oh, okay, yes.
Okay, the same with this pipe. Goes in to the sidewall there.
Okay.
You see it there with my finger. Okay, don't go any further. Both these pipes are what we call suction pipes.
Okay.
Okay, and you've got one delivery pipe.
Okay.
Okay, if you ignore the bottom two, you have the suction pipe, you have the suction pipe.
Okay.
Okay, that is to draw the gas in and it'll go out here.
Okay.
Okay. Now, why have we got two suction pipes and only one delivery? We only need one delivery, it makes sense to me, but why have we got two? I mean, surely you only need one. Okay, there is your suction pipe. But your other suction pipe is our service pipe. It's the pipe we use to work on the compressor for.
Okay.
It is our pipe. Okay, it's a filler pipe, it's where we put the gas in. Okay, when we finish putting the gas in, we seal it and we send it out. You see this little connection here?
Yes, sir.
It is what we call a shrouder valve. Now, you can either use a shrouder valve or you can use a bullet valve.
Okay.
Okay, you just put it, clamp it on, screw it down, and you screw you get your Allen key with it, and you screw that down, you pierce the pipe, and you screw it back, and then you've got your gauges on here, and you can read what's going on.
Okay.
And do your work, and then when you want to take it, when you take the gauges off, you just screw it back. Okay. Right, now you've got the shrouder valve and you've got the bullet valve. Okay, now learn a lesson from me now. Is every fridge that comes into my workshop and I see the fridge has got a shrouder valve or a bullet valve, then I ask the customer, who did your fridge? And then the customer normally tells me this guy or that guy, whatever the case is. And I put that guy onto my Christmas list that I send him a Christmas card every Christmas. Because, I mean, really, a guy that's supporting my business, I must say thank you. You know? You leave a shrouder valve on, or you leave a bullet valve on, it's equivalent, excuse me, it's equivalent to you leaving your car tire valve on. How often do you check your tires?
Every second week.
Yes, well you could hardly check mine every like second month or so. But you check your tires because they are going to leak a little bit. Hopefully they don't leak. But you check them because they can leak and it costs you a lot of money if you run around with a flat tire. Okay? So now the guy goes and he works on this and he charges the customer 1,000 rand, 500 rand, whatever. He charges the customer 500 rand. But he leaves his valve on. That's the exact same valve as in your car tire. But he leaves it on. It takes substantially less gas than your car tire. So it's not going to leak much. And this fridge is going to be short of gas. So I've got to look after the people that look after me. So I send him a Christmas card.
Okay.
Yeah. The moral of the story is take off your shower valves. Take off your bullet valves. Don't leave them on. You are making somebody else wealthy at the expense of your business.
Okay.
Take them off.
Okay.
You got me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, shower valve, bullet valve, we've discussed. Okay. We know now why we have got 3 pipes. A delivery, a suction line that the suction pipe will be filled on, and a filler pipe, which we will seal when we finish doing our work. Okay, that's why we got 3. Okay, now we need to talk about these other 2. Okay, now I need you to look at this one and that one. You see it there. You see it there. Okay, now you see it goes up, it goes around, and it goes out. If we connect them or don't connect them, if we don't connect them, are we going to lose gas? Can't. Okay, because it's sealed. Gas can't get through that pipe. Okay, they merely go there. These pipes are what we call the oil cooler pipes. Okay, now in the old days, you used to get these compressors quite a lot. You will still see these compressors in the field with oil cooler pipes. Nowadays you don't need it, they use better methods than oil cooler pipes. Okay, but now look at how we connect up the oil cooler pipes. The hot gas comes out here. The hot gas comes here and it runs down here. Okay, and then over here it runs through your oil cooler. And then it comes out your oil cooler and it runs back here and it carries on down. Okay. Okay, now this specific one was built for a show. Okay, it wasn't built to work properly. If it was built to work properly, it would have come in here or here. So in other words, you want to lose just a little bit of the temperature and then run it through your oil. Okay, this compressor is full with oil till there, about halfway. Okay, a little bit below halfway. Okay, we'll talk about oil when we do compressors on Wednesday. Okay, it's full of oil there. Okay, now what happens is the oil gets too hot and you could have problems. Okay, so we cool the hot gas down a little bit and then we cool our oil cooler down, our oil just a little bit, just drop it down to manageable height and then send it out. So we're using the heat of the gas, losing a little bit of the heat and keeping our temperature low. Nowadays, you don't have oil cooler pipes. Nowadays, if you get a replacement compressor, it will not come with oil cooler pipes. That does not mean that you can just dump the section of the what's that. You must put a U in here so that you use your whole condenser. You can't sacrifice this to this condenser because your compressor hasn't got an oil cooler. The compressor you take out got oil cooler pipes. You have to put a U in there and join them and use the whole condenser.
Okay, so it's like a bridge.
You have to put a bridge in. Yeah, very important. Don't think you can sacrifice your condenser for it.
Okay.
And now that we've got better ideas, but in the old days this was great. But you still see these fridges in the market. Okay. The motor, the connecting up of the motor, we will do on Wednesday. Okay. You will see that this plug here is got a corresponding plug there.
Okay.
And domestic. me a week to bring you up to speed on domestic refrigeration. Okay, here is our domestic unit. This is what is on any household fridge. This is your compressor. Okay, we're going to explain, we're going to teach you about the compressor. This is the unit that goes on the back of the fridge. We call this a condenser. Okay, we will go through it. This is the inside cold plate. What we call, the correct name is evaporator. It's called a cold plate. It's the item that gets cold inside, generates your heat. We'll be going through this. Your second week is going to be commercial. Okay, here is a commercial unit. Okay, these commercial units is what you see in all the supermarkets, in all the factories, the bigger units. It's fridges, the freezers, the wall freezers, all of that. That is all commercial refrigeration. Similar system, but different concepts. Okay, here's the compressor. This one is a very, very old compressor, but these used to be the king of the compressors in the day. Okay, here again is the condenser. Okay, here we have a receiver tank. Here's the dryer, and over here is the evaporator. It's normally got a fan here that will draw your cold away. Here we teach you how to pump down, how to gas up, how to repair, how not to waste gas, how to do things properly. All the students want to do air conditioning. That being said, air conditioning module is right at the end of the commercial. And it's just an entertaining talk because you know already what it is. Just telling you the ins and outs and the bewares and all the rest of it. Once you've done the commercial, you can do virtually anything. Back to our courses. Refrigeration school. The first week, domestic. Second week, commercial. You can do the domestic course without doing the commercial. You can actually make a good living doing domestic fridges. You can make a good income any which way you want doing domestic fridges. But either one of these courses, you need the tools, etc. to do it. We prefer that you bring your own tools. Okay? It makes no sense to do a refrigeration school training course and not have the tools and not have the ability to go out and start earning money, start fixing fridges. If you can't afford it, because believe me, tools are expensive. Okay? If you can't afford it, we will hire you tools out. If you want to come on the course and get tools later, also not a problem. You can get them